stage. I don't want. Ah! Hi, you guys. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear? Twisted. Wait, can you hear?
Looks like your my mic is working.
Okay. I'm removing that screen.
Hello.
There we go. What is going on with my hair right now? Okay. Twisted Art Lady says, hi. Okay, but here's the thing. We weren't live yet, and she was saying hi. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, I don't know.
What did
maybe
you see? Did you see
she was saying hi to our opening credits.
No, it was like just dead screen, and we were like in the house looking for my phone.
She lost her phone,
and I had to pee, and I'm like, can I have a blanket? I have a drink. We're a disaster here.
Welcome to Disasterville.
So anyway, I don't, Samantha, you're gonna have to tell us what you saw, and then of course we have Tracy who says Happy Tuesday, peeps, and she says I can hear.
It is Tuesday.
She can hear and she can hear.
This whole week's gonna be messed up.
Everyone's going to be so confused all week. Well, we're confused because we did a podcast on Sunday and Monday, so now it's like Wednesday for us. But.
The radios on the radio DJs were talking about how they had no idea because they had to work yesterday because it was post game Monday, and so they had no idea when the holiday was, what day it was, etc.
I had that problem when I had my youngest daughter.
Oh,
I had her. Well, let's introduce the podcast first.
Hello,
welcome to Marital.
I'm Doug.
I am Stacy.
I'm Doug.
You got a little ahead of yourself there, old man.
There's a delay.
We are married. We do not hate each other, but we do often see the world through different perspectives, and we're pretty fucked up people, mostly me, and so you will see us from time to time argue. Maybe we ring a little bell at each other.
Well, that bell would work better if you didn't throw it in the pool.
Every once in a while, I get mad and I throw the bell in the pool. I
haven't
thrown him in the pool yet, but it's a great place. We talk about God only knows what. You suggest something, we'll talk about it. We've only had one time where we've had to be like, you need to shut the fuck up, and we've gotten pretty close before that. But
yeah,
I'm gonna just straight up, like, racism is where we draw the line. And by the way,
no, there's other lines.
We enjoy joking around and being ridiculous with people.
Right, but
we're just gonna be clear.
There's some things you don't joke about.
Actually, no, we joke about everything, and you can joke, but she was serious.
Well,
that woman was not
serious,
joking.
Yeah.
You can joke about stuff, but you cannot be serious about being racist because we don't like that. We want just everybody to be nice to each other.
Non-negotiable.
But we try to support like our viewers in whatever way we can.
Right.
We become friends with many. We have checked out their pages and supported them whatever way we can. We will continue to do so. Trace says, I can hear, but I can't talk or type. Well, typing is hard. And yet being the operative word. Well, if you want to talk or type, I suggest using your fingers.
Hunt and peck.
Well, and for talking, you can use your fingers if you know sign language. That's my name.
That's your name?
Yeah. S. Sorry, S.
Your name is not Susan.
S.
Yeah. S.
T.
S.
A.
Y. Safety.
C.
Dance.
I would like to learn, like, it would be really cool for one of us to interpret, like ASL interpret our podcast so people would know what we're talking about if they were deaf.
Do you remember the Saturday Night Live skit where they had the news for the hard of hearing? And it was just Garrett Morris
just yelling.
Tonight's top stories. General Felizimo Franco is still dead.
I don't even know what to say about
it. It was amazing.
I will state for the record, so that everyone is aware going into tonight's podcast. Not only did I wake up feeling like I was fucking dying, but I had to take cannabis oil, at 8 o'clock this morning? It was 8 o'clock.
It was pretty early, yeah.
And then I just took some again. I did do a lot of sleeping today. So this is pretty much the only thing I do in the world is come talk to you guys. And unfortunately, as sick as I've been, I haven't really had time to prepare for anything. So we're kind of winging it.
We're our wing and the prayer.
Really? What were we talking about before? And I was like, we should introduce. My daughter, Noelle.
Oh.
So when my youngest daughter was going to be born, she was actually supposed to be born January 2nd. And I went to the doctor and they're like, you're 3 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, that's cool. But I'm having a scheduled C-section and the holiday is coming up. Why are you laughing?
This is so many comments about 3 centimeters. Why are there fireworks?
People are happy. Just be happy, old man gear.
It's the fireworks.
You don't have a dog.
Taking a tax deduction.
You don't have small children. Oops. They're across town. Stop your bitching. So when she was going to be born, I was like, well, I have 3 other kids at home. I still haven't done my Christmas shopping. Like, can we schedule this, please? And so my doctor's like, when's Christmas? I have no idea. And like, I'm sure he knows it's like December 25th or 26th. I never know. I like always get it confused. Like, when's Christmas Eve? Is the 24th or the 25th or the 26th?
Christmas Eve is the 24th.
And the
Christmas
25th
Day,
is Christmas Day. And what is December 26th?
Nothing. Boxing Day.
Nothing.
Something
okay.
like that.
Well, it's
some bullcrap day.
Don't Canadians
that the
like
Canadians made up?
So I know people that celebrate Christmas for 12 days afterward.
That's called the Epiphany.
Yeah, sure. So, how can you not be happy about the Tuesday fireworks?
It's like, but it's a Tuesday night.
So
there are no rules.
We're looking for fucking things to celebrate, people. We're celebrating.
That's right.
Or
the incels are celebrating.
Trace says, I do remember that, laughing my ass off. Sign language and other languages should be taught since infancy. Especially, so the funny thing is they teach kids like kids with delays. My kids had at least my twins, because it's really common for twins to have speech delays. They teach them things like more and whatnot. Yeah. But
which I totally forgot.
They're not ASL things.
No, they're different.
Just, like random.
I remember because Nolan was a late talker, and I remember we were watching some video of him when he was little, and he's going like this or whatever. I forget what it was.
I remember is more.
And I totally forgot that, because he like, I don't think he wanted to talk until he was going to be perfect at it. Which is
What's wrong with my hair? I think it's cute.
You look like a woman's hat from the 30s that's made out of some sort of animal.
Okay.
Yet somehow it looks good.
Some of the best pods have been winging it. They are celebrating 3 centimeters with fireworks.
That's how you get a 3 centimeter hole in your
My mom's birthday
cervix.
is the 26th. Well, happy birthday to Tracy's mom. Be nice to our girl.
I have a question.
What?
And I should know this.
I wasn't done with my story, but go ahead.
Is 3 centimeters like you're like
10 centimeters is all the way. 3 centimeters.
All right, so it's like open. There's like a baby head.
It's like there's like a start. No, you're just like starting your cervix is starting to thin, and it's starting to separate.
It's starting to go,
but it has to thin, like it has to thin all the way back.
Right.
And it has
and
to
then it's gonna
efface.
So effacing, is it dilating? Is the facing or is the dilating?
Is opening, effacing is shrinking. So the cervix, so if you're that's your cervix, and it goes and spreads wide open. And so then I should probably have used the hole in the bottom as a demonstration. There were some nice vagina pictures last night. I could use any one of those to show you those women's cervixes, because they were showing you stuff. But I think I proved my point that not all vaginas look the same.
No, they don't. They obviously they do not. But
no.
Well, I was going to say there was a.
Do we need to look at more pussies?
They're essentially. They're made up the same, like, sort of parts, like the outer, the inner.
Oh, so a Ferrari and a Yugo are made from the same parts too. Like you're not making the same conversation. I would like to take my bus.
So I apologize to all those ladies out there with Yugo vaginas.
Much like my Jeep, my puss is rusted and old, sometimes way too wet,
missing doors,
sometimes too dry.
It's covered in mud.
Sometimes it leaks. People are like, geez, you really had some fun with that, haven't you?
Sometimes you have to pull over at a gas station and put a cover on it.
And sometimes fluids just shoot out for no fucking reason.
Well, there's a reason.
Really, your vagina in your car, it's a lot of like. Trace has a brand spanking new F-150. I don't know what that says about her puss. Probably that she's a gold star lesbian.
It is. Maybe she has a heavy duty puss. You can lift a ton with it, or 2 tons, whatever the truck can tow.
But if you drive a Subaru, it's just like, no, dude, I'm a lesbian. Like, just leave me alone.
But the Subaru is agile and nimble, and if your vagina is agile and nimble, and that's also a good thing.
Speak for yourself. I don't want my vagina to be agile or nimble. Thank you. I wanted to be a pillow princess. Okay. Back to the birth of my child, shall we? So my doctor was She says like a baby fist.
Well, that was the dilation, the baby fist.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think.
And
I don't
she
know.
says gold star. She's a gold star. For those of you who are not familiar with the terms, the gold stars of the gays and lesbian set are ones that have not had a sexual
they were not
experience
sullied by
with their
heterosexual nonsense.
heterosexual nonsense.
Because that's what it is nonsense.
I don't know. Someday, if you've seen if we made a sex tape, people would be like, "Oh, this is totally nonsense."
That is nonsense.
First of all, I high five you half the time, and I say things like, "Clean up your mess." Can you clean up your mess? Can I
high five, bro? Good job.
Lube it up and stick it in. That's what happens after 10 years of marriage. We still have an active sex life, not as active as I would like sometimes, but honestly,
you've been pretty much.
The other day you were our horniness is a little off.
We gotta sync up.
The other day you were horny and I was exhausted, and I've been exhausted for 3 days.
I've been waiting for.
But you did your business, so
I've been waiting for my
clean up your
nonsense.
Anyway, back to the story of my child.
Yeah, you had a little baby.
My child. Okay, so I was like 3 centimeters dilated and starting to efface, and so he's like, my cervix was softening at that point, as they would say. And I said, I have to be home. He said, when's Christmas? I'm Jewish. And he didn't know what it was. And he was like, oh, I'm not free that day because I'm donating bone marrow to a patient. But this guy will deliver your baby. He's very nice. He's Portuguese. I'm like, oh, I'm Portuguese. He was hot as shit. And that was all fine and dandy. But so I had, oh my God, I had a C-section. They couldn't get my temperature back up. And I was puking for hours. And they couldn't get my temperature up. They were like getting ready to like put me in like a special place, like a.
So your vagina did all that work, and then you didn't even use it.
No, I saved that for I'm saving the vagina for something else, like a craft project maybe. But so we were in the hospital. I was in the hospital with her 2 days. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I didn't have anything for her. Like I didn't have a car seat or like anything because I was planning on buying it afterwards.
So you were like a good week and a half away. So you had a week and a half at 9 months pregnant with a holiday.
Not even. She was born on the 19th.
Saying, I'll figure
she was
it
born
out.
on the 19th. I was in the hospital for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
We went to dinner on our way home, picked up a bassinet on the way home from the hospital.
Yeah.
Not that you really need the bassinet at first because the baby's, either in the car seat or you're holding it or whatever, but we had the bassinet. And we got like a few things for Christmas. And then I took Noelle and I had her in a with a blanket over her, and I was nursing her and shopping, doing all of my Christmas shopping 3 days before Christmas with a 2-day-old baby at the breast. And people would, like strangers would walk up to me and move the blanket, and I'd be like, yeah, that's my tit. Like, you're welcome.
Want to see the other
You're
one?
welcome. But again, sometimes you don't know what day it is, and then your kid is born and you have to scramble for Christmas. I have pictures of her in her Christmas. I don't have them anymore, but I had pictures of her in her Christmas stocking. She fit in her Christmas stocking. It was the cutest thing. Funny. So I saved that stocking for my grandkids because they all had it, but we'll see. What?
No, I was just thinking that like you should be reprimanded for not being prepared. You had nothing for her.
I had 3 small children at home. I had been often on bed rest during my pregnancy. I had very little help, if any. And we were broke. So I had to do it on payday.
That'll happen.
So there you go. Tracy says she saved her vagina for you, Doug. Yeah, Doug. This is where my husband's going to say, you'd be surprised at how much she test drove it beforehand. What? Go ahead, say something mean about your wife's vagina. I know you want to say something.
No, I missed what you said.
She test drove it plenty beforehand.
Test drove it.
You're not good. You would never agree that I saved my vagina for you. You would like to think I was a virgin when we met.
Yes.
But I had 4 children. They came from Mars.
Could have been like the Virgin Mary.
I was just like the Virgin Mary, honey.
So therefore, your children are Jesus. They're little lady Jesuses.
Something like that. So the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is yes, you need to disclose whether you have taken. You should take the STD panel and before entering into a relationship, particularly if you're having unprotected sex, but maybe not disclose
talking about
your sexual past because your partner will judge you till the end of time, and you can just sit here and think to yourself, well, it's easy for you to say, you goddamn Puritan. And so sometimes I think my husband's a Puritan. You don't like my hair?
I like your hair.
I think you should like sculpt it, we should do
no, it's good. It's like it's it's different every time. Kind of like I don't know, like like the spin art. Every time you do it, it's going to be different. That's what it's like. So it's
Yes, my hair is art.
It's art. Yeah, art.
I would like to see you style it sometime though. Like
Style your hair.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would do with that. I could make GIMP out of your hair. I would braid
literally
it
could. You
in
could
like
literally
four different sections of GIMP, like a box, the one and the over and the over and the over. You used to do the straight edge GIMP, but then the fancy one was like you could make it like round. You kept like you'd go to an angle and it would be round.
Yeah, you didn't know how to do that?
Well, no, that was like the fancy way. The regular way was just straight.
Yes.
That was boring.
Did you go to summer camp? How did you get to learn about GIMP?
When the GIMP lady would come to the there was a park down the street from my house, and in the summertime, the town or the city would bring activities and games, and you had like usually there were two of them, parkies, and the parkie would come and they'd bring like the snaps table, like the snaps. That was good. The bean game, the whatever that thing is, Mancala or whatever it is, the bean game. I never knew how to play that. I was like, I'm not playing that. I'm playing the snaps. Snaps was a big deal.
What are snaps?
That game? It's like the nets. It's like pool, but there's like little. It's a board with nets in the corners, and you have the little rings, and you hit them, and you have to get them in the pockets.
Is that like? Is it called Pesh in Canada?
Yeah. It's called something else, but we called it. I don't know. We called it snaps. But anyway, so that was what I did in my summers. I'd ride my bike down there in the morning. Parkies would go home at like 5. And you'd ride back home. If nobody was hanging out, you'd just go back home.
I'm not seeing it, but this was
was
it like this?
No, well, it's
kind of like that.
Yeah, that's the board right there.
Okay, so I went out with a guy who was Canadian, and we used to play Pesh with his parents, and I would play it all night long. I'd be like, let's play some more, and he would be like, let's go somewhere else and not hang out with my parents. And I'm like, yeah, but your parents are awesome. They're Canadian.
It's a picture of Sting playing chess.
That
was funny.
The GIMP lady was teaching him some good fingering technique. I think he taught himself.
Sometimes you got to go at an angle.
Much like the guitar playing, I think he taught himself the fingering technique. Which is tough if you think about it, because not only did he not have lessons, he also doesn't have home field advantage. Mia, Anna Maria, my friend, says, "Hi guys, how are you doing?" Well,
we survived the holidays. Is what we did.
We survived the holidays. I have been especially sick. We are here tonight, trying to be an appropriate amount of ridiculous.
And try to bring joy to the world.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
In the spirit.
And we're
of the
talking
holidays.
about how sometimes you just don't know what day it is. Actually, that happened to you one day when you were at the you were I
was arguing with the guy.
The 7-Eleven, and the guy's like, "What day?" And you're like, "I have no idea what day it is." And the guy's like, "How do you not know what day it is?" What did you say to him?
Well, I think that was during a stretch where it was like I was working on a project, and it didn't matter if it was the weekend or not, kind of a thing. So, it was one of those things.
Well, there's 2 times that you don't know what day it is. It's like when you are so busy that you don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
Or and your every day is exactly the same, where you like get up and work and whatever. And then there's what do you call it? Then there's like I every day is Saturday because I'm retired. Which is what my dad says that about being retired.
Well, Phil says that a lot too.
So yeah.
There's you just reminded when you say there's 2 things. There's a song by Vanity 6. It was written by Prince. I can't remember the name of the song, but there was a line in it. There's 2 things we can't stand. One's a jive talk man. The other's a jive talk man with no money. Can you dig it? Click. I don't know why that just jumped into my head.
Are you a jive ass man?
I may be a jive talk man. It's a jive talk man.
Maybe.
Well, I'm jive talking on this podcast right here.
I don't know that you really are. You're not looking at me today, though. It's weird. Do you know that I'm here? Like you can like look at me and then look back at them. And...
No. I'm cold. It is 50 something degrees here.
We didn't move to Florida to be fucking
58.
Cold. We live
what
in
the god?
We moved to
gosh darn
Southwest
heck
Florida.
is going on down here.
To avoid the atrocity that is the weather in New England, among other things like the fucking potholes.
Look at this.
Fucking government.
4 a.m. Look at that. 4 a.m. 49 degrees. I want my money
We
back.
had to turn our
I want
heat
my
on.
money back, DeSantis.
Tracy
didn't
said
move
that
down here for
learned
that.
that we have a total eclipse coming
Yes,
this
we
year
do.
on April 8th.
Although it's going to be way up north in like New York and Adirondacks and stuff like that. And we're going to be down here. What the hell?
Well, if we lived in an RV, we wouldn't have this problem.
You know what I might do is fly to Buffalo and just stand out like 2 in the afternoon, let it go over it, and then fly back. It's only like,
It seems like a waste
it's only
of
like
points.
7 hours.
That seems like a waste of points. Can I tell you, I was looking because the Tampa RV show is coming up,
Yes.
and I really, oh my God, actually, I would love it if you guys have any suggestions. I'm looking forward to the 8th, but I'll have to put that on my calendar. The Tampa RV show is coming up. Tampa RV show is like the biggest one in the country. There's Hershey and there's Tampa, and I think that there's one in Arizona that are like the big ones. So Tampa's coming up. It's in January, like the 16th to the 20th or something like that. So we have Nolan coming, and then immediately after is the RV show. I really want to go, but I haven't been able to do anything lately.
Yeah.
And I'm usually exhausted after we have company. So I was like looking for hotels that we could use credit card points on. And the hotels were like $200-300 a night. But there's Airbnbs for like $50, but I won't do a VRBO after what we went through last time, those motherfuckers. And then
they verbed themselves.
Hated those people. And so then we have but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And it's a lot of walking, and I definitely can't do the walking, and it's standing, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it that, but I don't want to have a wheelchair, and I don't know what to do. And if anybody has any ideas, I would appreciate it.
I did a little research into it and came up a little empty.
That's nice of you.
Yes, thank you. The exhibitors can rent golf carts, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just renting a golf cart, but you have to have an exhibitor number. So maybe I go in there with Doug's beeswax candles.
It's a little late to be an exhibitor. It's a little late to be an exhibitor.
Well, I don't care if I'm not actually going to exhibit. I'm just going to like pretend as I forgot my tent. I forgot my beeswax candles. I don't make beeswax candles. I'm just using it as a thing. And to say, well, okay, but I'm taking the golf.
Well, can I tell you when it was talk about like all the ways that we need to put more. It would be great if we could put more time and effort into the podcast. But as it is, we're giving you we give you at least an hour.
Give me
every
the
night.
guys the college try.
We're putting some effort into it, but
sit down.
We could have press credentials, which would not only get us in for free, but we would be able to like meet the people and go there when it's empty and do videotapes, footage, and give them all a chance to I don't know,
to say hello to us.
No, well, celebrities. No, but I mean, we could go to the RV show and we could, try to get some sponsorship.
But the whole idea of the RV show is moot if we can't get the golf cart or some other means of getting
we
around.
Could do a wheelchair or a scooter. They rent scooters out for like $60 a day. But the problem isn't even in the wheelchair or the scooter. It's there's all these like bumps that you can't get over, or people are super rude, or where do you put it, or you want to get out and see the inside of an RV.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
This is a good idea.
I'm afraid it's not.
No, this is a good idea. We get the wheelchair, cost effective. Put you in the wheelchair. Then we bandage your head and put fake blood on the bandage like you just got like some sort of weird head wound that day.
I think my hair always looks like I have a weird head wound.
So we'll bring head wound Stacy to the RV show, and everybody like, oh, Stacy, come into the RV. Oh, what can we do? No, don't get up. Yeah, like woozy, like faking like you have a head wound.
Why am I going to an RV show? I've just no head wound. And I was like, I was in the ICU, and I was like, I'm checking out of this bitch. I don't want your Western medicine nonsense.
We can't wait another year for the RV show.
These are legitimate things that I would say. Get me out of this Western medicine nonsense hospital. I'll bleed to death first. Thank you. Yeah. And then I would go to the RV show because I'd be like, we spent money on this, and I'm not wasting the money that we spent on this. So this could actually happen. Tracy says, can you befriend an exhibitor and have them share their golf cart? I mean, it might be a little late to do that.
Not with a head wound. But you're bleeding all over their golf cart.
If you find out I have a head wound in January, Doug did it so we could get hold of a golf cart. So yeah, I mean, I could theoretically befriend somebody, and I think I'm going to ask in the RV groups and see if anybody has any ideas. But
I'm gonna call the ass.
Anna Maria says a roller walker A rollator walker. It's a walker with a seat. Yeah, I had tried one of those, but I can't do the walking and I can't do the standing. So the walker, like, I really need.
Wait.
I want to be healthy.
What about one of those like knee carts? We just you have a bad knee and a head wound.
What about like a razor scooter?
No, what you really need is a Segway.
We just grab the wagon from the garage and throw me in that motherfucker. Why do we need a golf cart? Why can't we just drive the Jeep through the fairgrounds?
That's illegal.
I'm just suggesting that there's I really want to go, but I would
pedicab.
Okay, sure. I really want to go. Like, I really, really, really want to go. But But I don't want to be disappointed by all the things I can't do. Like, what happened? Like, that's when you have a chronic illness, you never know like when you're going to be able to do stuff. And it's like,
that's seriously, that's very true.
When we went to Key West, like, I was all psyched to do all kinds of stuff, and we did do a lot of stuff, and we posted about that. But every day I was so disappointed in all the stuff I couldn't do. And it's really, like, it is really getting to me right now, all the things that I can't do. Like, it's really getting to me because I'm trying so hard. Like, I'm getting up and I'm like, I'm going to cry. Sorry, brace yourselves. I get up, and if you haven't watched before, I have a chronic illness. I have Lyme and a bunch of other crap.
She'll just start crying.
I might just start crying. Plus, I'm like, a woman of a certain age. But, like, I it's been 10 and a half years since my diagnosis. Mm-hmm. It's been like, I've had this basically my whole life, and it's just gotten consistently worse. But for the last 10 and a half years, like, I've lost everything. And now it's like, except you, and I love you, and the podcast people, and I love you, and I have a few really good friends. I am a G, but I mean, I have things to be grateful for. But I never know when I'm gonna be able to do stuff. And it's really, after all of this time, 10 and a half years, it's really starting to fucking bother me every day that I can't do stuff. Because I get up and I'm like, oh, I would love to journal, but I have such excruciating head pressure. I've been forcing myself to meditate, even if I have to do it in the tub. And I've been just trying to keep my head above water. In the tub? No, in the tub, I would like to drown in the water. Yet here we are. It's too shallow. Whitney. Too shallow. Too soon. But here we go. Tracy says you make friends so easily. I make friends with crazy people. It's because I'm just flinging ducks. I tend to make friends with crazy people, and often my friendships with them are short-lived. Or sometimes I think they're my friend and they're not. Or some people just make me cry in the middle of Trader Joe's because I'm sensitive.
Or they say racist things on our podcast.
We haven't had that in a while. Thank God.
It's
been at least a week. I used to push my dad while he sat on his. Yeah, so we used to have the companion wheelchair, which is like literally one that you just get pushed in, because I don't have the strength to push myself, and it just would get stuck on everything, and I just hated it, and yeah, it sucked. John's here. Hey, John.
Welcome back, John.
Wish me both a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which is very sweet of him. My friend from college, John. I have been in such, like, everybody, like, I didn't wish Art and Michelle a Happy New Year or Merry Christmas. I've just not been feeling well, so I haven't really been reaching out. So please know that I'm thinking of you. I hope all is well.
And she's still a little loopy from the head wound.
I don't.
Then why are you wearing a bandage?
Despite what my hair looks like, I do not have a head wound. Oh man, why? Way to call me out, laughing my ass off. I'm crazy and I own that shit. Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, we were. Well, we were and we weren't.
I mean, there is that interesting story about crack, but other than that,
don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Tracy, I hate to tell you this, but you're bordering on normal. You may have a sick sense of humor, but you have worked yourself out of a world of crazy. You dip your toe in the water sometimes.
You find yourself out of the world of crazy.
But you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you have crazy within you.
You inspire me. You inspire me.
Hide it well.
And then John says, hi, Doug.
Yeah, I'd never met John in my life.
I don't see, herein lies the thing. John is a big fan of the Lord. And you are a big fan
wise ass.
of making inappropriate comments, and you're going to make him mad.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You have to be respectful of people. Oh,
yeah,
actually,
I'm okay.
I found out that I have a.
Whatever you want to.
I found out about what religion I am. I learned about it in the middle of. Okay.
Are you funky cold Medina religion?
No, I got this. It told me what religion I was. I was really excited. If I can find it. It doesn't look like I can find it. I saved it too. So apparently, if you respect all religions, what are you doing?
I was waiting for you to. If you respect all, that you're omnitheistic or something, or
Yeah, as an omnism.
Omnism.
I'm an omnist.
Mm-hmm.
Omnism is a respect of belief in all religion. Those who hold this belief are called omnists. I'm an omnist. So
do you drive a Dodge Omni?
Tracy says, I love you guys. You make me laugh so much. Oh, you make us laugh. Thank you. And God, like your support of the podcast, I can't. Like we worship you. We give you thanks. We praise you for your glory. John says, I don't think I've ever been mad at Tug. Stick around, John. Yeah. You will be.
Oh yeah, you will.
He made the kid cry on Halloween.
I'll make you cry,
kid cry on Halloween. Granted, it was like 8 years ago.
I don't mean to. I just
You just make children cry.
I do. Yeah,
do you have something you're bringing in?
Eventually, yeah. I'm just trying to get it ready for later.
See, this is the thing.
I should have done this prior.
You're pulling. Well, it's fine as long as you're pulling it up on the screen and not showing.
Yeah.
What in the cock ring is that?
I need to go pee. I'll be back. I'm drinking this big thing of coconut juice. So, give me what? No.
When was the last time you had your salt?
Today.
One time?
No. Couple times, probably right before I quit.
Did you ever finish your supplements?
No.
If one of you guys wants to come and be my husband's handler, I would love that. Does anybody want to? Here's my plan. Okay, we all go to the Tampa RV show. You guys come, and then you take turns giving me piggyback rides when I don't want to walk anymore. When I feel faint or woozy or whatever, you just give me a little piggyback ride. Seems reasonable. Y'all need to work out though, because I'm fat. So if you can carry a backpack with 250 pounds in it, I'll be like your little baby Yoda. Wouldn't that be nice to have me like in a little backpack? John says, what does that entail? Just give me a piggyback ride. Like, do you know what a piggyback ride is? It's like when somebody wraps their legs around you and their arms around you. Tracy says, can someone piggyback me too? Yes. I think Doug might be able to give you a piggyback ride. Doug, Tracy wants a piggyback ride. Will you give her one?
She wants what?
A piggyback ride.
A piggyback ride?
Will you give Tracy a piggyback ride?
Sure. I'm an old man. I don't know if I can. I might break my bones.
John says the husband handler job. I'm just going to tell you right now. Oh, handling my husband or being a husband handler for me, because I think we've come to the conclusion that it takes at least two people to handle me. Between you and Zach,
well, two people it's manageable.
You and Zach
one person
together
it's
are
a little
able
tough.
to manage me. You and Zach together can manage me pretty well. With little Christina in there, it's nice because Christina always provides healthy snacks and supplements.
She does indeed.
But if you want to handle my husband, that's a whole other story. He would like a nice rusty trombone.
That is.
You don't?
I don't know that I want that, but
it's an analingus with a tug job.
With a tug job.
Yeah, you like that? You've had it before.
I don't know. Sure. What the hell do I know? I don't know anything.
John says, "Ew." Yeah. Okay. You don't want to give someone one, or you don't want to receive someone. If you don't want to receive one, you're either lying or you're way too uptight. If you don't want to give one, I understand. If you are going to give one, do it in the shower.
Nice and clean.
My friend Billy, who is quite the sexual being, and he will talk all about it all over Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and you name it. Billy is a sexual being, and I love him. And John says that would tickle.
That's sort of the point.
It's supposed to tickle in a good way. So Billy said that he was sick of having sex because it was so much douching and his ass would be too sore. But then he would be going after these monster dogs. I'm telling you, if I'm a gay man, I'm looking for the man with the smallest penis possible. I'm a straight woman and I would like you to have a smaller penis. Please. Thank you.
Nothing I can do about that.
Well, maybe we could cut a little more off. Just go get me a pair.
File it down.
Just give me a potato peeler. And we'll just take a little more off. We'll just take a little more off.
That hurts just thinking about. No. That's not good.
But you wanted it to happen the first time.
What?
You wanted it to happen the first time.
I was a baby. What the hell?
Okay, but if you had a choice between circumcision and no circumcision, what would you choose?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird practice. It's just a very strange thing. Let's take your eyelids off and see how you like that.
I don't know why I feel that
You
we
can't
should do
blink
this.
now.
I can click. I just want to know what a female circumcision looks like.
I don't want to know what it looks like. I know what it is.
Oh my! Like they do that. That's see,
This
oh,
pleasure is bad, folks.
but
just
that's
so
the
you
thing.
know.
They're doing it to baby boy. Like from like the standpoint of it being cruel, and we shouldn't circumcise anyone. I totally fucking get that. Like, don't do that. But most of the men that I know that are circumcised are down with the circumcision. I would like maybe like a little like
I mean, I'm fine with it. I know no different. What do you want me to tell you?
Donna Tracy says, "Oh, we just went full on Lorena Bobbitt.
Remember her?
If we were driving down the road in a convertible,
Driving down the road, losing my mind.
and his dick." John says, "Ouch."
Yeah, well, yeah, because he has a dick and he knows that would
But
hurt.
he got his dick back on, right? Whatever
Who,
happened?
Bobbitt? Yeah, I think
Bobbitt got
they
his
sewed
dick
it back on, but it's got to be a
For
mess.
you kids who are too young,
Gotta be
who
a
are
goddamn
watching
mess.
First of all, there's a significant window, by the way, of people that are old enough to watch this podcast.
Yeah, but
Too
not old
young
enough
to know who the fuck Lorena Bobbitt is.
was. Yeah.
So this woman and her husband, they have a fight. I guess he was abusive or something. She cuts his dick off, throws it out of a moving car. That was the thing. In the 90s.
So they had to go and get the thing or whatever. I don't think that. Yeah. Who's a search team that goes out and gets it in time for the reattachment? I don't know.
Tracy says my dad had to be circumcised as an adult. So here's the thing: people don't want you to get there. So a lot of people get there, particularly Hispanic culture. I did it because, well, Portuguese people do it. We pierce people's babies' ears young. But I had identical twins. We couldn't tell those fuckers apart. So they had different earrings. That's how we could tell them apart. And she says, what's Lorena Bobbitt's favorite soda? Slice.
That's why they don't make it anymore.
Tracy
they
says
did
they
find
could,
it, but it was not viable. I told you. I thought something was afoot.
They did find it, but it was not viable. Oh, his penis. Yeah. Oh, so what did they do?
I don't know what the hell they did. Maybe they took his big toe and sewed it on there. I don't know what they did. I always thought that he had something reattached. Because he was on the Stern show, and Stern was offering him all this money to show
this it. This can't be real.
That's a
John Wayne Byatt's cut off penis, sideshow gaff prop oddity famous specimen.
Yeah, that's.
You don't think that's his actual penis?
It's a gag. It's a sideshow gag. Prop oddity famous specimen. Yes, it's that. It's a good thing I'm here to make sure you don't buy that on eBay for $58.
What happened? They reattached his penis, but it's not viable, so he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not viable.
Came to them in a hot dog bag.
No, it didn't. These people just lie.
It came to us in a hot dog bag.
So somebody just found the penis, put it in a hot dog bag. Ha ha.
For Dr. James Son had a very quiet life working at Prince William Hospital in Manassas, Virginia. When the early mornings of June 23rd, 1993, he said life changed. Where were you on June 23rd, 1993?
Probably working at Fidelity.
I was for sure working at my job at Bath and Body Works in the Silver City Galleria.
You could have washed his penis and handed it back to him.
First of all, I would not have washed his penis. It would not have been sterile. Second of all, he was in Virginia, not Ton.
Hang on. So Tracy says he had a penis replacement, and John's like, I thought it was reattached too. So hang on. She's going to ABC News. They never lie to anybody.
They definitely do. All I knew about this on the way to the hospital was that a penis had been amputated and the organ was missing.
You can bleed out from this.
So,
this happens all the time.
Hang on a second. You're allowed to go on 2020 and talk about your patient's missing dick. That's rude. Isn't that like you think that'd be?
It's all made. I'm telling you,
this that would be covered under HIPAA.
Claimed he was asleep.
And what I don't understand is she cut his dick off with a kitchen knife while he was sleeping, but then threw it out the window of a car. I don't really understand. It was a nightmare. I cleared my thoughts, applied pressure. I went to wake my friend up to tell him to get me to the hospital.
You're not getting up from that. You're losing too much blood. I don't think this ever happened. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Would you like to read the story?
Do you have the penis? Sorry. They said, we got some guy here whose penis has been cut off. Can you come down and basically put it on? I said, okay, I can do that. Do you have the penis? And they said, no. Apparently, they thought he cut his wrists. Well, they found the knife. That doesn't look very sanitary. Honestly, it looks like something. It looks like
something from Texas Roadhouse.
From an old. It looks like a fish knife from an old boat. Yeah, it takes your breath away to see that kind of disfigurement. I would be just gagging.
Tracy's right. It was back then, and HIPAA laws weren't probably the big deal they are now. She was 11 in 1993, and that makes me sad.
Well, here's the
thing. It was so jagged. I heard it was jagged, but yeah.
But here's I have so many questions. First of all, your dick, like, you're at a friend's house.
You know how many blood vessels are
she fled the apartment. This may not be true. It's on the internet and it's ABC News, not the most reliable source. But
all right,
I fled the apartment with her husband's penis in one hand.
How was she driving? How was she driving with that? How was she driving with that? How was she driving with that? I don't know how she's driving with that.
So she's like, kill. Okay. And she got into her car and sped off. She told ABC News that she was distraught and maimed her husband. She wasn't aware she was still holding the penis when she got in her car. I know when I'm holding a dick in my car. So does everybody else because I don't have doors. There you go. I tried to give you a hand job in that little Z4 on the way back.
Oh yeah, that didn't work. It was cramped.
Like too cramped. If you say so. So apparently people thought that, so she got in her car, she registered what was in her hand, she threw it out the car window and drove over to her boss, Jada Basuti's house. So you just show up at somebody's house and you're like, so
brought your present.
My husband said Lorraine is here, and I'm like, oh my god, what has John done to her? I walked down the stairs and she's huddled in the corner of my living room, screaming and crying in the fetal position. I cut John. I tried to calm her down. She's crying. She said, I cut his penis off. You did what? I said, well, I think we better call 911. Oh my God. And so they the small field across from the 7-Eleven. They came out here not knowing how much time they had. They're looking through a field for a cock. How was I not a party to this? I would have been so good at looking for a dick in a field. I would be so good at that. Send the dogs out. I don't even know what to say. Okay.
It was jagged, and then yeah.
John says I was 9 in 93. I forget how young you are sometimes. Tracy left a blank comment. It might have been an emoticon. We do not see gifts if you post them. She could have used the penis as a hood ornament.
That's if you need it.
He needs his poor penis. I don't know that I want to drive around with a limp dick on the head of my car. I would like a hard cock would be nice. Well, honey, maybe we can do that when you die. We'll get your dick and we'll mount it on the hood of the Jeep. I don't really feel like you want to mess with the Jeep logo. I think it's the grill. It's the most beautiful thing. I don't know why. Could you just get back to the story?
I want to know what happened to his reattachment.
For emergency surgery.
They took it to the 7-Eleven where they put it on ice and transported it.
There's no way we're going to find it. And they did just within a few minutes. He was meant to get his dick back. I'm out of shock. So I would come to, and the doctor would be there, and they would say, if you don't find the you know what, they would have to just sew me up. Or I'd have to sit down to go to the bathroom, for the rest of my life. Honestly, sitting down to go to the bathroom, though, is not so bad. I mean, what is it like for you? Do you sit down to pee ever?
No.
If you have an RV, you're supposed to sit down to pee.
Yeah, I understand that. I have to sit
It's relaxing.
It's relaxing.
To rest.
I have to get down, sit, and then get back up. Like right now, I could just go over the tree, come back. I'm good to go.
So if you had a choice between sitting down on your toilet or peeing on a tree, you would rather pee on a tree.
Probably pee on a tree.
Okay, well, here's the good thing about camping. There's plenty of trees. So there you go.
Can we just find out if it's attached and everything?
Received word that the penis had been located undamaged. The officer
undamaged. It was a little damaged.
They had put it on ice and transported it to the hospital. They came with us a bag of ice concealed in a brown paper hot dog bag. They began the delicate surgery would take 9 hours. The focus was to reconnect the arteries, veins, and nerves, so he would have sensation and blood flow in and out of his organ. The biggest concern I had was simply that it had to work. There's no second chance. I've never seen a penile replantation. They're extremely rare, but I had done a lot of microsurgeries, so I put a lot of fingers back on, and it was just particular application was different by that time. Yes, they sent the report of the hospital.
Is that him now?
I don't.
Oh, it is. He bald now. He bald.
Okay. When the patient woke from surgery, said he was able to tell them that he had successfully reattached his penis. The happiest day of my life, Thomas said, recalling the moment that he heard. Listen, gentlemen, don't piss your bitch off.
Everybody's gonna want to look at that thing for the rest of your life.
John says, I prefer pissing on a tree as opposed to squatting. Don't piss off a woman, then you will see. Did you read any of this other stuff?
No.
Rub it in, Doug. I need a go girl to do that shit.
Is that one of those funnel things? The Go Girl?
Oh yeah, there you go. It was damaged.
Of course it was damaged.
Well, it was way
removed.
damaged. Bierman explained the primary medical reason that Bobbit needed to be moved to the hospital's intensive care unit was to be monitored. There's no way to keep the media people away from him, so he was a little bit more with it. I called my mom and I told her I had an erection.
It's always good to call your mom.
I called my mom and told her I had an erection. If you're watching this podcast, have you ever called your mom and told her you had an erection?
I need to call someone else's mom.
Whose mom are you going to call? George's?
No.
she passed away
a
couple years ago. Sorry. Me, rest in peace, Mrs. Buzanakis. Whose mom would you call?
You're somebody's mom. I'd have to call you.
Well,
hey, Stacy. Yeah. I'm over here.
She didn't want to hear that. She said, no, you got to talk to your dad about that. So I don't know. It was exciting. It's normal now, he added. I don't want to mess with it. It's been through the ringer. She was charged with malicious wounding and faced up to 20 years of prison and convicted. She claimed her then husband had repeatedly sexually and physically assaulted her, abused her. She found not guilty by reason of temporary insanity in 1994 and spent 5 weeks at a mental hospital. He denied sexual and physical abuse. In a separate child, he was charged with marital sexual assault and found not guilty. It remains the most interesting and dramatic case of my life. So I think his dick does work.
Apparently, I don't know.
It does. I think his dick was okay.
That's a lot of gorilla.
Were his nuts okay? I think
nuts were on. Yeah.
You know what? That's the thing. Sometimes it works out that women neglect the balls. In this case, I think she only took the dick off and not the balls, so the balls were fine. You got an erection. Tracy says, "Oh, they were able to reapply it. I thought they were not able to be reattached. I think he did a porn. Let's look it up. John Wayne Bobbitt porn.
It's called Scarface.
Yeah, John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut was a 1994 American pornographic film starring John Wayne Bobbitt.
Wait, it was a year later. He's doing pornos with
and
his
Ron Jeremy now in prison.
Yeah,
I don't know that you want to be
Ron
fucking
Jeremy.
associating yourself with Ron Jeremy. He did a thing, and they Owen Gleiberman reviewed it. Even by conventional porn standards, it's a pretty bad movie. So people didn't like it. But what I want to know is, you know what I want to know? Dun dun dun! If you go on the internet, let's look at this one. I can't even see that he was in a film called Frankenpenis.
Frankenpenis.
John Wayne Bobbitt's newly enlarged. Oh, did he get it enlarged after the porn? I don't know. Here lies the problem. I can't even see his penis. John Wayne Bobbitt penis. There.
That's not it.
Yes. So
courtroom
John says,
sketch.
mind the stepchildren. I don't even know what that means. Tracy says, damn, give the balls some attention too. Well, in this case, it's good that she didn't pay attention to the balls. That sounds about right. Frankenpenis. So I just Googled John Wayne Bobbitt penis. I cannot share this on the podcast, but you are welcome to look. There's
that's fake.
That's extreme.
That's crazy fake.
Well, what is that? I think that is one and the same. That's hospital thing. That's, I don't know, but I want to see his actual penis, not the cut. Like I want to see it reattached. Oh.
Hell is it? Your search history is taken.
I don't even know what to tell you, but I don't know how anybody has sex with this man. He's not attractive.
There's a picture of the guy holding up a picture of the severed penis, and he's look at John Wayne Bobbitt is a Bills fan.
Oh my god!
You got a Bills satin jacket.
You guys have to just look up John Wayne Bobbitt penis
and just
select images.
Yeah, just
John says, "Can you draw a picture?" Well, that one is beautiful, John. Good job. Yes, I can draw a picture. Actually, I keep saying I'm just start painting dicks because they're my favorite. Side note: if I die and you're wondering if you're getting a sign from me, penis. It would be any kind of dicks that you see. It's from me. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know what to say, except I was really hoping to see his penis.
Well,
why can't we see it?
You have your adult safe.
No, I don't. I don't know why that's on, but if I click on things, I can see them. But he's there in bed. I don't even view image. No, it's just like
this podcast is.
I just want to see John Wayne Bobbitt's penis. I think we can all agree it's important.
She will not rest.
Tracy says, if anybody finds a picture of John Wayne Bobbitt's penis or any other chopped off penis or their own penis that they would like to send us, maritalhate@gmail.com. Tracy says that's why his wife chopped it off. It was to help his blood pressure.
We're no longer friends, Tracy.
She says search before and after. Yeah.
Oh, valid. Good point.
Circumcised dicks or uncircumcised dick drawings. My primary experience has been with circumcised, but if you want to be uncircumcised, that's cool. We support you.
Whatever
you want to do with your
and
penis.
Donna has joined us.
Donna says detachable penis. I'll tell you this much. Donna does not like uncircumcised cocks, and she does not like a shaved pussy. It horrifies her. It's disgusting. Blind meat is not Donna's favorite. It always comes.
Why do you call it blind meat, Donna?
Somehow always comes.
Could you see if your sweater was pulled up?
I haven't been paying attention to our Instagram people. Oh, something went wrong. So I don't know if we went live. Well, we did.
We may have been.
Kristen and Mike Westcott. Oh, and
Michaela was watching. That's great. That's I'm glad she's joining. Young girl I used to babysit for us. I've known her since she was about 8. Yeah, that's very nice.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, we could switch gears.
We are the gears.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was going to show my photos.
Show your photos, Mr. Right. Gear.
I'm going to show some photos, and sometimes.
While you pull up your photos, I just want to state this. Sorry, Instagram viewers, we are still figuring out the Instagram of it all. When you post a comment on Instagram or follow on Instagram, it doesn't come up on the screen like it does on for us on the other platforms. So if you would like to have your comments, oh shit!
What did you can't discard the video?
I just accidentally discarded.
Cancel.
I just accidentally ended the live video on Instagram.
All right. Well,
oopsie.
Bye.
Bye, Instagram.
All right. Well, it's all right. Hang on. So Donna says, those pussies were deformed. Mine doesn't have things hanging from it. Thanks, Donna. Now I have a mental picture.
I'm gonna need to see pictures. Donna, send me them.
Quick. All right. So as you get back on, I'm going to share my screen here. This is just random stuff I found today. So this right here is a Zeppelin souvenir from 1936. Now you guys know all like how Zeppelins are not a thing anymore because one of them blew up. So a flight aboard the Hindenburg was jointly organized by the Deutsche Zeppelin Company and Standard Oil of New Jersey, which is also Esso, which supplies hydrogen and diesel fuel to the Hindenburg. Each passenger was given a souvenir duraluminum ashtray with a glass model of an airship filled with diesel fuel. Let's give the people on the plane flammable stuff.
What do you think those are worth?
Probably a small fortune. Today was the first day that I've ever seen this in my life, and I've read a lot of books on blimps and dirigibles. That is crazy. I want one, but why would they do that? What
do they go for?
I don't know. How
did you not look that up on eBay 30 seconds later?
This is not an eBay thing. That would be a
Smithsonian thing.
Yeah, Smithsonian.
We got some comments here that we need to respond to. Donna says those pussies were deformed. Mine doesn't have things hanging from mine. Try harder, Donna.
Okay.
And then John says, what things? Donna says puke. Okay, Donna does not have puke hanging from her vagina. That's a good sign. Some of these people had piercings. What things were hanging off the vagina? Piercings primarily, but these
Piercings.
also were like they were shaved, so you saw
Yeah, they
the
were
labia
they were
minora
kinda
a bit
flapping.
in some cases. So we highly recommend watching the show Naked Attraction, available on YouTube and Max. Donna says, I'm in New Hampshire at the North Conway Resort for a few days. I saw that. You vacation more than anyone I know.
You just left here.
You should be a travel blogger.
Yeah.
Tracy says, wow, flammable stuff for their flaming hot cigarettes.
It's crazy. Like that just defies logic. Not only did they make it and fill it with hydrogen, which is explosive, they coated it with a fabric which was soaked in flammable paint.
Asbestos?
Yeah, that would have been fire retardant. These people just went full on. Let's put everything fire in there, and we'll just give everybody a book of matches.
Donna says she just wanted to say
well,
hi.
She said more than hi. All right, so I want to go back to my my things here. All right,
okay,
so
you want to
going back to the thing.
All right,
so
how much do you need to see it?
Well, we're not. I'm going to the next one.
Okay,
settle down. So this was somebody was happy for them because they look like a bride and groom. I thought it was hysterical.
That is a little funny.
And speaking of blimps, this photo was taken at the college game yesterday at a B-2 stealth bomber from a blimp. So the bomber is flying under the blimp and the stadium. I thought it was a fantastic photo.
Am I a fucking curmudgeon? But I don't fucking like that shit. How much does that cost the taxpayers?
You don't know. They could have been on official
business.
business.
Fucking military flyovers or like fucking unnecessary expenditures of war machines.
All right. Okay. So then here's another.
Tracy says that's crazy.
That is crazy. So Josh Allen has 15. He's going to break the most rushing titles in a single season. The current holder of that for the Buffalo Bills is O.J. Simpson. He does not look happy about this.
Well, O.J. Simpson doesn't look happy.
He was not happy. So
I don't know, since that night that he killed that
I see O.J. allegedly. And he'd be looking scared. And then finally, this picture of Taylor Swift. 2023 has been rough on all of them, especially Taylor Swift.
The NFL is rigged. John says just print the money. I would like to print the money.
Kurt Cobain in a dress, people. It's not Taylor Swift.
I think
that's why it's funny. Okay, all right.
I think they know that. I think they knew that.
All right.
Is that a new thing that we're just gonna? Yeah, I guess we could.
What's that?
Just pull up memes that we found to be entertaining.
Well, some of those are very funny.
Some of them are. We should probably put some of them up.
And
I have a bunch of stuff too that I wanted to show that everybody, like videos I've sent myself, but I can never remember what I've done and what I haven't done. We need a handler. But it is 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I think we had a pretty decent.
We did.
Did you have any more pictures?
No. I'm I was gonna pull up John Wayne Bobbitt, but that's
What you want to pull up John Wayne Bobbitt?
I'm kidding. I kid.
So I'm telling you, the John Wayne Bobbitt. If anybody has a picture of John Wayne Bobbitt, I would like a signed autograph one. Thank you.
You have enough signed and all right. So there's I don't know. That could be it because there's like a big
you found some nice pictures. Oh yeah, he's got like a.
I don't know what's going on there.
He lost a little length.
And then then he's doing all kinds of things.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
it was a little deformed.
A little.
Yeah,
it was.
It kind of looked like a Christmas tree.
Oh, I don't think that's it. Hang on.
But it looked like the one you showed me. It looked kind of like a Christmas tree. So it's
a Christmas tree.
It looked like a Christmas tree. Oh, that lady is wishing him a Merry Christmas. So, as we try to focus on gratitude because, when life is hard, and we talk about that all the time. We got all kinds of shit going on that we're dealing with. My illness. We've just started a new business, trying to get that up and running. This podcast, God knows what we're fucking doing with this. This is horrifying, people. And just global events and stuff. Like we got everybody's got shit that they're dealing with that's hard. And if we can focus on the positive, we might feel a little bit better about life and maybe bring some good things in.
Said the lady that focused on a severed penis for half an hour.
Listen, I like to focus on all the penises. I don't discriminate against the severed ones or the cut ones or the uncut ones. I love all the cuts. But yours is my favorite. That's why I married you.
Thank you. That's why? Yeah. I thought there was more to it than that.
Oh, come on. We broke up for like a month and we were fucking... No, we didn't. It was like a week and we fucked the entire time. We fucked the entire time.
It was less than a week.
Your dick is saved your ass so many goddamn times.
I had a nickel. I'd have a nickel.
I'm telling you, it's the only reason why we've gotten through 10 years of marriage is your dick. That is it. Because sometimes you're a fuckhead.
Oh, I did have one more photo. Speaking
Okay,
of being a fuckhead. But
John
it's going
is
to take
still thankful for Jesus, as are we. Thank
Um,
you. I feel like it's odd to bring up our Lord and Savior at this delicate time in Doug's life, but
delicate.
that's why there were footprints. Only
Okay.
one pair of footprints in the sand.
That's right. Okay. Don't look. Don't look.
I see it already.
Okay. So this is my wife is worried that I'm going to die while I watch a Buffalo Bills game. Well, somebody from the Buffalo Bills website, the main causes of heart attack: smoking, cholesterol, hypertension, and Buffalo Bills football. Yes, it's true, folks. I'm not the only one out there.
Just say it. My wife was what?
My wife was
What?
way ahead of the game.
What? My wife is what?
My wife is
What?
fantastic lady.
Is what?
Is a fantastic lady.
Can you say my wife is right?
My
Or
wife
is it just that hard for you to say it?
My wife is right. She doesn't want me to die. And apparently it's all about the
terrible
penis,
wife
so
that I
whatever.
am. Yeah, I don't want you to die so I can get that dick. Thank you.
Mm.
All right. Gratitude. I am grateful for all the people that watch and support the podcast.
Indeed.
I'm grateful for your dick.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for see, I love dick right there. I love dick. I'm grateful for the new
Squeaky
Jeep
ducks, you got
ducks that came.
She got like 3 bags of them from
3 bags of
Taiwan.
$180 for $40 today.
What?
$40. I got $180.
What is that per duck?
Like 10 cents. I don't know. They were cheap. 40 divided by 180.
22 cents a duck.
22 cents a duck. So it's like I'm literally giving people.
So you basically just are throwing $40 out of the Jeep.
No, because we're gonna put fucking marital hate shit on them. And
No.
promote the fucking
I've seen the
podcast.
joy that they bring,
and they make people happy, but we're gonna use them to promote the podcast. That's why I bought 180.
They do bring joy to people.
I think all the Jeepers that watch the podcast already got ones, but they didn't get branded ones. John says, don't forget the kill shots. Well, that's a whole other way to go. They're bad for the heart too. Yeah, a kill shot would be bad for the heart, but it's not something that graphic designers have to deal with terribly often.
No, he's not talking about the kill shot, like a kill shot, and then
he is
being shot by a gun.
He's a veteron.
I thought he was talking about a certain needle given, administered.
The thing that gets us in trouble for talking about on the podcast. No, I think he's talking about he could be talking about either one. It's John, you never know. We can't talk about the one thing because you have to consult the CDC or blah blah blah, or we get in trouble. Tracy says, I'm beyond grateful for the amazing people in my life. I'm so thankful for the internet, for being interesting stories and pictures alike. I'm so thankful for a hot meal. I'm thankful for my beautiful Christmas present from you guys. I'm so thankful for music. We sent
I told you not to buy her anything.
I bought that ornament. I got one for Tracy and one for Donna because they got for us. So I was like,
they're nice people.
I should reciprocate.
I didn't say that. I both want to
buy. Here's my thing. I don't want to buy for anybody, and I want to buy for everybody. I can't fucking decide because I hate the commercialism of the holiday. If I want to buy something, I'll just fucking buy you something, and invariably, it's probably gonna have flamingo on it because it is what it is. As John's calling it, the Fauci ouchie. What, pray tell, could you possibly be talking about? Tracy is laughing her ass off. I'm always happy when you're laughing your ass off. So back to the gratitude. I'm grateful for my Jeep. I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for your new little switch thing because it entertains me.
Oh, yes. It's
it entertains you. Fun. I only played it for a few minutes today. I talked to Zach briefly.
I'm
grateful I got to talk. I'm grateful I got to talk to Zach. I'm grateful that we have heat.
Oh, we got a call. We're grateful for a call from our friend.
Our pal got him today, and I'm so grateful for him, and really just like the kind of person he is. I think that he's good for the world.
Yeah.
And I hope he feels better. And then I am thankful for my Jeep. I already said that.
Yeah.
Florida weather.
I was thankful. I had a very, very good and positive call on a work project today.
Of course you did. You're brilliant at what you do.
So I got So anyways,
you're a goddamn pain in my ass, but you're brilliant at what you do.
Anyways, so I was grateful for that. Grateful for being able to cook quick and easy meals today, which was good. And thankful to be able to I got sick of wearing long pants. I had to wear long pants today because it was cold, and I just
wore pajamas.
At about 2:00 I just put on my pajamas. I'm not going anywhere. So
Tracy said, "Got him is amazing for the world. We need people like him." It's GAUTUM.
Got him.
But you, yeah.
That's how he said. He was like,
It's like Gotham
sounds like
from
got him.
and he'll
him.
tell you it's like the like Gotham City in the
Oh my God.
in Batman.
So one time he had to drive us to the airport, and we made this whole thing like he couldn't speak English well. It was very, very funny.
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember that? That's when
It sounds like it would be hilarious.
it was very funny, and actually we still joke about it because
well, we have a lot of fucking jokes with that guy. There's some people that you meet and they just like become family instantly. And I put Tracy.
There's a lot of those.
Tracy and John's kind of like my little brother. That
well, you've known John forever.
I've known John a long time. He'll come in and
John was 9.
The thing that's awesome about John is that
93.
he'll show up and eat all the leftovers, which we don't have anymore because our kids are out of the house. And Zach, he's not showing up 3 times a day to eat our leftovers. So we really need John to show up.
Friend isn't coming over to eat my cookies.
Friend is a term I would use so loosely.
Long story.
Not a
not
friend.
Gonna tell it.
But I think like, you know, if you can come together with people who have had a different life experience than you become better. I'm really proud of my friend. I'm really proud of him. I think he's just an awesome person. I love him.
No, we do.
And I love his parents even more. Those people are fucking awesome. So anyway, shout out to the Tree Hands. Love you guys. And please don't watch this podcast.
Yeah, please don't.
God, I mean, you can watch. Mama and Papa, please don't watch. It's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
We talked about John. Can you imagine Papa?
Who is this?
What is this you're talking about,
Bonnet?
Daisy? What are you talking about? And got him today. He's Indian, so I guess it's like how black people can call each other the N-word. He's like, okay, let me tell you about dealing with Indians. They have to say everything 3 times. Even in the email, they will say the same thing 3 times. He's like, what you have as an advantage of an American is don't use so many words. And I'm like, maybe Doug has
but I can only speak one language, and you can speak more than that.
Can my cats watch this podcast? Yes, your pussy can watch this podcast. We support all the pussies, the shaved ones, the unshaved ones, the hairy, the furball ones, the dangly ones, the ones with things hanging from them. The ones that look like deli meat, the pretty ones. Yeah, all of them. All of the vaginas all the pussies over 18 can watch this podcast, or your feline friends, because of the curve. So are we saying
there was a Cramp song called "Can Your Pussy Do the Dog," which that could be our new our theme, our outro. We're looking for an outro.
No, our outro needs to be a Doug song, and we need to we need like little credits because people need to know opening credits, opening song, Perfectville. Hi, Douglas. Do you know how many people don't know that that's you?
People are oblivious. What do they care? They don't care.
They care.
Well, we're gonna have to
manifest. People care.
Promote that.
We love you guys.
I am thankful for all of you. The day, everything.
We're thankful for you guys, but you should have
ran out of things.
Try to bring yourself to a place of gratitude, like where you're feeling grateful. Don says they're hairy pussies. That's okay. You can have a hairy pussy if you want to.
That.
And Tracy says, I care. See?
Well, she does care. She likes that song. That's what she's up in.
Yeah, everybody likes that
song.
So,
all right. So, yeah, happy. It was a good day. Second day of the year. Put it in the books. Hopefully tomorrow you'll feel better.
Hopefully.
Because tomorrow is Wednesday. If you're feeling well, they have tamales at the La Casita for lunch. It's a lunch special.
We're not going on
Come
lunch
on, it's lunch special.
To stop what we're doing in the middle of the workday to go to lunch.
Tamales really. Oh, we have tamales here. I'll make tamales.
I thought we were going to have them for dinner tonight, but I will tell you, I'm in a lot of pain right now. So I'm going to go to rest. I love you guys, and we will see you
mañana.
Bye. Good night.